What kind of deal you have with this? You won't find somebody with my experience in the whole...
I am so...
was a real nice job, pal. Wouldn't have done it better myself. Now, listen up. I've got a plan that will help us both escape. We must act quickly before Totem of Souls realizes what is going on. For a while, it will be drunk with success, but that moment won't last long. I want to get out of here and out of that totem's influence. It makes me sick in my bones. If I were you, I wouldn't trust it either. I know of a passage into the mountains, my old stomping grounds. We can hide in there easily, free and mighty like no one else. So, are you ready?
You're something else, you know that? Killing that thing. How do you find so much strength and resolve in yourself? I guess you'll soon depart, right? I'm sure wherever you will go, you will prevail against any enemy. And hey, I'm happy I was able to meet you.
Sapman is gone. He no longer has anything to fear, does he? Talk is boring. I saw a ghost! It wielded 2 revolvers, and it had a hat with a coin. Think that coin's important for the ghost?
Fine work indeed. You have proven yourself useful once more. Now, we need to sense the changes in the flow of the essence. Where do spirits go, and what they moan about? Yes, we need time, and time is our ally. Fruits of our labor shall be bountiful. Still here? You're free to go for now. Or do you need anything? If not, leave us to our thoughts.
What kind of deal you have with this totem? Being an undead has its cons. I can't smell the fear of my enemies anymore. Finally, was worried you changed your mind. Let us walk the path of blood-colored freedom. No loose ends. That's how I do my business. The giant bastard that was my bane, dead. The double-crossing ex-partner who had me cut to pieces, dealt with. We have a lot in common, my new pal and I. Like a complicated relationship with death. But the demons he's running away from are wearing me down. Leave no loose ends, my friend, or I'll lend you myself. Well, the Sleeping Beauty finally woke up. Did your highness rest well? Should I bring a coffee and warm slippers? Don't tell me you're an amnesiac now. Last thing I need is having to recount you our trip from the swamps in its entirety. Especially not after I barely put you back together. Long story short, we're fucked. We were almost there, on my old hunting grounds, but suddenly I hear a noise as if half of the mountain just collapsed. And then you're gone, and I see this big old hole in the ground where you stood. So yeah, you fell down and, no other way around it, died. I know perfectly well how it feels to be stranded in the void between worlds. And then there's the matter of a debt I haven't repaid you. I still owe you, so I dragged your sorry ass here and put you back together. And sure, maybe a bone sticks out here and there, but those are the details. This and that. There's no time to yap about it now. Let's just say I did my fair share of rituals. What's important is that I don't have to put you back together again every time you stumble. I admit it reluctantly, but we need a totem of souls. Either we summon it here, or our future doesn't look so bright. We need to build an altar and infuse it with power. A long time ago, I hid a small artifact in a nearby cache. It can help us on the way. Now go fetch it, and let me think in peace.
Can't say no to such a curiosity.
Things were different back then. Victims came in swarms. Now it's easier to fall into a demon's maw than to actually rob someone. Have you seen?
missed. Into my pocket you go. You can never have too much of those. I can sell it later, I guess. Miners used to spend their time here between shifts. Another hopeful settlement gone. Be missed. It's never enough. Lay thee to rest. Filed and purged. Get back to hell! Break your bones. Gone with the wind.
My favorite undead in the flesh. Good to see ya. You and your friend couldn't find a seedier place to stay, huh? I can almost spot a pattern in your choices. Let's drop the standards. It's good to see you still walking this earth and leaving piles of dead monsters behind. Ah, and Twin sends her regards. I decided to follow you and make sure you didn't get tangled in some kind of mess. Plus, I was curious where you were actually going. I'd love to say that it's quite nice here and that the air is crisp, but I sense something in it. Something burning. And even worse things. I won't be staying here for long. I'm going back to Twin and her father soon. We have to decide what to do next. I, for example, do not intend to spend any more time in the swamps. I'm planning to venture into the world, find a town, finally plant a small garden. Well, you still have a moment to savor my presence. Twin ain't as lonely as she was before. Ah, yeah, you left before it happened. Her father returned. He arrived shortly after you got rid of the giant that was the source of the curse in the swamps. He sensed the beast's awakening and prepared all his rituals and strange objects, only to arrive and find there a corpse, as well as Twin and I looking for firewood. I'm truly glad that he turned up, that he wasn't another victim of all that. We're like settlers of the world's end, ain't we? Do you want anything else?
something on.
Well, you want to help me pack? Forget it. They're waiting for me down there. Besides, maybe your undead majesty doesn't notice it, but it's rather cold here. Do I look like I'm dressed for a mountain trip? Besides, your friend doesn't seem to like the company of the living. Nah, I'm going back soon. Thanks again for the help. I will not forget it. Well, you still have a moment to savor my presence.